Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's October 20th, Tuesday morning, and we're getting a bit of the turnaround Tuesday news here today and seeing some strength in the grain markets after yesterday's sell-off. So a little bit of hope here today. We had the palm oil market showed some strength overnight, being up 45 ringgits. The news around the world is getting a little bit of support for soybeans as they're looking for some demand to come in here from China. Again, rumors that China might be buying. But the big news yesterday afternoon was the USDA's harvest progress report. We had 77% of the soybeans harvested versus an average of 68% and 51% a year ago. So soybean harvest is moving along very quickly. Corn harvest, 59% done, average 54, with 30% done a year ago. I think some of the takeaways there, and what we're hearing from our producers, is the basis levels that we're seeing at the elevators and at the processors. They're continuing to strengthen as we get into the latter part of harvest here. The processors are starting to get concerned about, are they going to have enough grain to take them through to the first of the year? Because once the grain is found a home, producers like to hang on to it at least till the first of the year for tax reasons mainly. So that's a sign. We're also hearing that in Nebraska, one of our customers told us that a lot of soybeans are going into the plastic bags, the silage bag type storage, which is a way to keep the grain off the market, hoping for some higher prices. And we have seen basis, especially in the eastern Corn Belt where the harvest is winding down. An Indiana processor increased their basis by 9 cents yesterday in order to get some cash grain. So this is where the battle will lie here for the next several weeks as the harvest gets closer to completion. Processors are going to want to own more grain. So there is some advantage there, and that's providing some underlying support to the futures market. As the corn market is down at the lower end of its trading range, this 370 to 75 area should provide some good support area. If we got up to the $3.90 to $4, we'll see some selling and some movement of grain at that point. Other news, crush margins continue to be positive for the soybean processor, both in the U.S. and in China. So soybean demand looks good here in the short term anyway. We've also got Fed meeting next week. The concern there, the question is, will they change interest rates? Low percentage chance, I think, on this October meeting is at least what the trade's expecting right now, that they would change interest rates at this time of the year. Weather conditions around the world continue to be positive for grain production. The FSU, the Brazil areas, all have got rain in the forecast expected here in the next few days by the end of the week. Which should reduce the dry areas there, help some of the planting progress in Brazil, help some of the winter seedings in the former Soviet Union. In the livestock trade, we've got the cattle market has been strong. We get cash markets trying to establish a price this week. Feedlots look like they're going to be asking somewhere in this 140 to 142 range, which is anywhere from $3 to $5 higher. Packers might be a little more resistant in paying up for cattle this week as cutout values continue to erode a bit because of the big gains last week. So we'll be watching that as we get closer to the end of the week here, and more likely some cattle trade. In the hog trade, futures continue to stay in their uptrending channel. We tested the lower end yesterday and rallied sharply, looking for some support there, possibly from the cattle trade. but we still are bucking a lot of resistance at the retail counter, where you've got competition for beef, chicken, and pork that is going to continue to put some resistance ahead of this hog trade, especially with larger numbers forecasted as we move into the latter part of the year. Cutout values yesterday, we had choice beef up 195, select up 137. Pork cutouts were down 41 cents yesterday. Look for some very choppy trade again in livestock, especially after the cattle have had this sharp rally. And stay in touch with the Allendale broker to give you some ideas on how you might position yourself through this volatile times. You can reach us at 800-262-7538. We wish everybody a very successful trading day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.